Hey there, my friends. I am back with another weekly strategy for you. And this week, we're going to talk about numbers, your bookkeeping, and something that's really, really important that you're going to have to make sure that your accountant knows about. Hey everyone, this is Kelly Schaefer, the creator of the Concierge Academy, where I help local-based business owners get more clients, make more money, and have a greater impact in the world doing the work that they love. So this actually was something that I taught at our recent 3-day live event, Spark Live. If you weren't there, you really missed out, and you're going to have to keep your eyes open for when we do it again. But here is something that I shared with many of them. We had a conversation about money and bookkeeping, right? So you have a personal service business and you have bookkeeping that you have to do. And part of your bookkeeping process is you will have income, which is the money that you make when you are selling your services. So let's say that you sell a $100 package, right? So that would be $100 of income. And let's say, for example, the person that hired you had you go to the grocery store and you spent $40 at the grocery store. So that would be $40. And let's say that you paid for their groceries up front. So now you have $100 that is the fee that you get paid for your time and services. And then there's the $40 for the groceries. What happens is you have to make sure that in your accounting software that the money that you have spent for the groceries or any expense that you pay out of pocket or on your company credit card for expenses for your clients, that it is listed as a reimbursable expense. And here is why that is so important. Now, when you are doing your bookkeeping and when you're doing your accounting, there are expenses that you will have for the business, right? So for example, your Wi-Fi and your cell phone, and if you bought a new laptop, or suppose you joined us in one of our programs, right? All of those things would be business expenses. Your networking, your marketing pieces that you do, all of that is business expenses. When you buy things for your clients, that is called a reimbursable expense. Now, as I said, there's a really important distinction here, and you have to make sure that you are categorizing it as a reimbursable expense in whatever bookkeeping software that you use. And you also have to make sure at the end of the year at tax time that your accountant takes those reimbursable expenses out and make sure that that person, your accountant or yourself, if you're doing your own books, does not include that as income. So let me paint this a little bit clearer for you. So let's say in 2020, you did, and I'm just going to jot numbers down for myself, you did $25,000 in sales. Okay, so you had $25,000 worth of income. And then, of course, you're going to take your expenses off of there, your pay off of there, the things, you know, your draws off of there. And what is left in your business, the profit, is what you will pay your taxes on. Okay? Now, let's say that you paid $10,000 in 2020 or this past year on reimbursable expenses. You did a whole lot of shopping for a lot of your clients, right? So you had $25,000 worth of income and you had $10,000 where you were buying things on behalf of your client, and then your client was giving you the money back, right? So the grocery store and Christmas shopping and birthday shopping and booking trips and whatever the things are, right? So at the end of the year, and this happened to me 3 years in a row with my accountant, he kept adding the $10,000 of expenses that I paid for into my income, which then makes your income look like it's $35,000 and not $25,000. So when it comes to paying taxes, you're paying tax on that. And so you end up paying, you would be quantifying your books in a way that you would have to pay taxes on reimbursable expenses. And that is not income. Those are considered reimbursable expenses. That's money that you put out. It's like a wash through, right? You spend $100 on groceries, your client gives you $100 back for the groceries. That is a wash through, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a number or tagline or tag in your software, but it is not considered an expense. So I wanted to really, really make sure as we begin to get closer to tax time that these are things that you are paying attention to, because in the service-based business, especially if you are, you know, a personal assistant, professional organizer, personal concierge, or caretaker of some kind, where you are often out purchasing things on behalf of your client, right? Your client gives you a list, you go to the store and you buy the things. You're an organizer and your client wants you to buy all the pretty baskets and organizing stuff, and you go to the Container Store and you spend $400 on beautiful products and you bring it back for your client. You have to be reimbursed for that. But it's a reimbursable expense. It is not considered income. So making sure that the end of the year that your accountant or whoever does your taxes is not adding those expenses into your overall income and revenue that you brought in. All right, my friends, if you found this video valuable, please give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe on the button below so that you don't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Okay, my friends, until next time, bye now.